x and y intercepts, we have to remember that x-intercepts always have a y value of 0, or in other words, an f of x value of 0. Right? So the opposite is true for y-intercepts. They always have an x value of 0. So in order to find our x-intercepts from a chart, all we have to do is look at the chart and figure out when y, or when f of x, interchangeable terms when we're talking about a function, is equal to 0. So in this case, the f of x value is 0 when x is negative 2. So we want to write our x-intercept as the point negative 2, comma 0. And always write it as the ordered pair, as x, comma y. For a y-intercept, we want the x value to be 0. So we just go down in our x column right here until we find when the x value is 0, and look at the value of y, or the value of f of x at that point, and write it as the ordered pair 0, comma 6. Right? So for the x-intercept, the y coordinate of our ordered pair will always be 0, and for the y-intercept, the x coordinate will always be 0. So we'll just do a couple more of them. For this one, our x-intercept is when, again, f of x is 0. So in this case, when we look at this one, we'll note that there are two places where the y value, or the f of x value, is 0. Okay? And so we need to write both of them. One of them is the point negative 1, comma 0, and the other one is the point 1, comma 0. Okay? Both of these points right here. And for our y-intercept, we just need to look when x is equal to 0, which will be right here. So the point will be 0, comma 1. And you'll always, for a function, only have one y-intercept, but you could have multiple x-intercepts. Again, to find the x-intercept, we just look for when f of x, or when y, is equal to 0. That'll be down here at this point, right, where our y value is 0. So our x-intercept, this time there's only one, is the point 2, comma 0. Our y-intercept is when x is equal to 0. So when x is equal to 0, the y, or the f of x value, is negative 3. So our y-intercept is 0, negative 3. And last one here, when we look for our x-intercept, we find all the places where f of x is 0. We have two of those this time, the point negative 3, 0, and the point 0, 0. So we'll write both of them, negative 3, 0, and 0, 0, the places where our y value is 0. And it's okay that the x value is 0 at one of them also. As long as the y value is 0, that makes it an x-intercept. For our y-intercept, we just look for when the x value is 0. Well, that happens to be a point that we've already used, but that's okay. It's still a y-intercept. It's the point 0, 0. Right? The origin, 0, 0, can be both an x-intercept and a y-intercept because both the x and the y coordinates are 0. That's all there is to finding x and y-intercepts when given a chart.